Young and the Restless spoilers reveal the tensions between Faith and Sharon's mothers due to their emotional conflicts. Faith Newman, with her kind heart, finds herself extremely worried about Lucy Romalotti after hearing about the sudden death of Lucy's mother, Heather. However, this concern is not accepted by Heather Stevens, Lucy's legal guardian, who feels protective of Lucy and warns Faith to stay away from her. Heather's discomfort adds tension to an already fragile situation, one that will soon spiral out of control. Even with Heather's clear warning, Faith cannot shake the feeling that Lucy needs support, especially during such a tragic time. She believes that reaching out to Lucy can bring her comfort, something that can help them both overcome the pain they are experiencing in their own lives. However, Sharon Newman, Faith's mother, strongly discourages her daughter from getting involved. Sharon, with her own complicated past and personal struggles, realizes that their closeness to Lucy could lead to more than just emotional entanglement, and that it could uncover dangerous secrets. Sharon's concerns about Faith and Lucy's connection run deeper than a mother's protectiveness. Unbeknownst to her daughter and other loved ones, Sharon is hiding a dark secret, one that could unravel everything she has tried to hide. She has been secretly hiding crucial evidence in Heather's death, evidence she deliberately hides in the most unexpected place, Daniel Romalotti's apartment. Lucy's father, Daniel, is unwittingly framed for Heather's murder. Sharon, in her increasingly fragile state of mind, has convinced herself that this is the only way to protect her family, especially Faith, from further harm. After all, if Daniel were implicated in the crime, Lucy would have no reason to stay in Genoa City, and Faith's connection to her would naturally be severed. But guilt and fear began to weigh on Sharon, and her erratic behavior began to raise suspicion among those closest to her. Even as she continued to see doctors and take psychiatric medication, the effects of the medication were slow to appear. Her struggle with mental health only worsened when Cameron resurfaced, a dark voice in her head urging her to take more drastic measures. This internal conflict became a driving force as Sharon teetered on the brink of sobriety, believing that everything she did was for the greater good. Although Sharon tried to keep Faith away from Lucy, Genoa City was a small town, and it wasn't long before the two girls crossed paths. Faith, with her nurturing nature, can't help but feel drawn to Lucy, who seems more isolated and vulnerable than ever. The death of a parent is a profound experience, and Faith knows all too well what it feels like to lose someone close to her. She reaches out, if only briefly, to comfort Lucy. However, this innocent act of kindness sparks Sharon's paranoia. As she watches their interactions from a distance, Sharon's mind begins to distort the scene into something much darker. In her warped view of reality, Lucy is now seen as a threat, someone who could drag Faith into danger or, worse, discover the truth behind Heather's death. The more Sharon watches, the more she becomes convinced that Lucy must be dealt with. Cameron whispers cunningly in her ear, urging her to act before it's too late. As Sharon's mental state deteriorates, her thoughts become more dangerous. Cameron becomes her constant companion, pushing her to believe that eliminating Lucy is the only way to truly protect Faith. Sharon's plan begins to take shape, distorted by her delusions and the false sense of justice that comes with it. She justifies it all by convincing herself that it's for Faith's sake, that no one could ever understand the sacrifices she's made to protect her daughter. However, there's still a glimmer of Sharon's former self, the loving mother who wants nothing more than to keep Faith safe. This internal battle rages within her as she prepares to confront Lucy, torn between her maternal instincts and the sinister allure of Cameron. What Sharon doesn't anticipate is the possibility that Faith will stumble into this deadly confrontation. The inevitable encounter between Faith and Lucy seems destined, no matter how Sharon tries to control the situation. One fateful day, as Sharon approaches Lucy, ready to act on the dark thoughts that haunt her, Faith suddenly appears. The sight of her mother, disturbed, perhaps violent, makes Faith stop. Will Faith forgive Summer when she learns of her terrible actions? Subscribe to Yonder to stay updated on the latest news on our channel.